What up, nerds? We're back out here, getting to it with the white TSX, taking all the things out the trunk and just putting them back on. Started with the windshield wiper, motor and all that, got that on. Then I got the hood latch, which I think I just got to tighten down a little bit more. I got the hood latch on, got one horn, windshield wiper fluid, reservoir, got the hood struts stuff right here, got those on. So yeah, and then I'm working on putting the AC lines back in, route that around, put that on, and it's nice to just have another TSX be like, oh yeah, okay, that's how that line routes or that clip goes or something like that. Giving, you know, little zip ties right here, but it's alright, it's alright. I do it too much because I don't want it like rubbing away. Getting back into the white TSX right here, slowly but surely. Gotta get this turbo build done eventually. The hardest part about this stuff, trying not to rub up on too much, scratch shit, chip the paint. Obviously things aren't 100% perfect, but still I'm like, but yeah, I mean, it's gotta get on, gotta get this shit going, gotta get this fucking car back on the road, man. So we're gonna be figuring it out, getting things on, making it happen. That's all we can do. Look at this. Dulce de leche eclair. This is like a 1,000-layer cake or something. I don't know how you pronounce it in Spanish. Tres leches, and this is what, pudding cake?
Yeah, guayaba bread pudding.
Guayaba bread pudding. Got that from right there. Shouts outs. First time trying this, so I'm excited. I was wanting something sweet. Finally back outside with the white TSX. Found the box that I needed for more parts. I think it's got a lot of the extra hoses and brackets and stuff that I needed, and that's basically it until I buy engine mounts and the engine and stuff like that. So yeah, things just go into place. That's gonna attach. I just got this line attached, putting things where they're supposed to be, obviously, and it's always a helpful hand having another TSX 2-3 steps away from me, kind of seeing like, all right, yeah, routes just like that. No problem. I mean, yeah, I'm just enjoying this beautiful weather. Obviously, I'm not showing too much of me just like putting the stuff on because really like nothing. Fortunately, the sun's setting quickly, but I have to go find some things. I want to go, as I was saying again, after the battery died again, because I never actually swapped it out. We're back out here. I pulled out this. I'm like, dude, I don't want to put on this like kind of batchy trimming and stuff, but that's gonna sit on top right there, and I kind of want to refresh it just a little bit and go get some like trim black or something. But right now I was just working on, I'm gonna take out this line and replace it because I found another line that's sitting in here. So I'm like, all right, this one's quite corroded and getting rusty, so I figured I'd just replace that portion at least. Gonna go from there. Cookies for breakfast. Cheers. Cheers, y'all. Alright, we're back out here again. Little helper right here. Just sanding down all of this, prepping that for me. And went and got some trim paint that I left inside. But yeah, just working away again, you know, just back out here doing things. Left off with swapping off of that line, which I'm tightening up the shit right now. And then see what else is in this box that I can put on, which isn't really much left until other stuff get on. Like the engine. Found the bracket. That was the main portion that goes on to the rear over there. So rear motor mount could go on top of it. And bada bing, bada boom. I was letting this just sit in vinegar and some PB blaster. And I mean, it ate away at the rust. Look at that. This shit cleaned it up. So vinegar and all that does chip away at the rust. Cleaned it right up. Now it looks like it just pop off, right? Let's see. See what's going on. Got that out for end all be all, should be. So yeah, we'll see. But y'all, the boat is brand new. The whole thing is just rusted to piss. Please work. Oh, New England rust still lingering. Been back in the gym, y'all. Last 2 days, signed back up for Planet Fitness. Gotta get back in the gym, man. Now, luckily, they've actually had some new machines, a bit different layout, feels a little bit more spacious, makes more sense. So that's pretty cool. Makes progress. All right. Final boss move. Hopefully this grounding does all right. I don't know if that's gonna make sense or not, but it's not really much of a choice. Yeah, let's turn this puppy on. Turn the puppy on. Yeah. Turn back on, puppy. Fuck with that. What was that? Look at that Sean shit, bruh. Boy, that's what you want to hear. Sizzling bacon. Alright, so I put it on E3. Then maybe I need a little bit more. Let's go. The only side that will be a little bit problematic is right there with the socket. This very well might be a wasted socket, but it might just take it off too. I don't know if this is just gonna break it off more and break the welded nut off, or it's gonna get it off. We fucking did it, boys. Look at that. Yes. That is victory. This is victory. We gotta walk the doggos and we wanna go hit the gym still. We're gonna come out tomorrow some more and start doing up the plastics. Yeah, carry on, probably put on that bracket. Trying to find the bolts and stuff for it. I think I found them all. So we'll see. All right, y'all. See you tomorrow. Peace. So we're back with this gracious white TSX. I want to put the side skirt back on and get it off the ground, make it look less sad. You do not have to pry on these. So the easiest way I feel like putting on a side skirt is just taking off the tabs. It's taking off the tabs and putting it back on and then clipping it back in, because otherwise you're just fighting it and it's impossible. You don't have to pry on it, you just have to like spin it and then you're able to pull it out. Don't go over there ruining your clips and prying out on it for no reason. Alright, we just gave the Euro R side skirt a little scrub down. I'm gonna have to address this staining at some point. Ideally, I think you probably want to start with the rear over there, because then you have to kind of like Wow, look at that. Full of cardigan. I do have more parts coming on the way. Needed parts for more progress, and then to prep for the very big next step, which will have to be the engine. And then get everything together. Probably have to buy some more stuff, buy a radiator, something more like Koyo radiator or something like that, because since we're going boost, we're obviously probably gonna want something better for cooling, and being in Florida, so we're probably gonna have to spend a little bit. Unless I find another option. The boy's trying to make shit happen. So we're dealing with this shit, gang. This thing don't deserve no fucking stock upper control arm and coilovers, struts. It was a pain to put it on, and it's a tight fit with this because we got the upgraded bushings and all the control arms and stuff. So it's a squeeze, man. Cusping. Oh, fuck. This thing disappeared too. These bushings, man, they're tight. They're tight squeeze. So yeah, the plans are removing that shit, put it on there for no reason, struggled for no reason, because I need to take those parts off, especially the new upper control arms, take it from the daily. I'm gonna put it back stock as possible, go from there. He ended up taking stuff off the daily. So we have Team Flex Z's and Scum 2 upper control arms, which more than likely are gonna go on here, or I might take the BCs from the rebuild and put it on the white TSX, back on the white TSX, because that's where they were originally, and then put the teens on the other one. Not gonna worry about that right now. I did get some parts. This guy right here, this short shifter box, it was like 100 and something bucks, like 110, 111. So this is like that universal K-tune kind of style one, I believe. We're just gonna find out and see how this works out. This is probably gonna go into rebuild, because I'm gonna take my hybrid one and put it in the white TSX, because it also has hybrid cables and stuff. So I'll clean this up a little bit, maybe sand that down. What the hell? And put some grease up in there. Yeah, hybrid cables. So just pair it up with the whole system. Alright, these bad boys. It came with a sticker. Gotta love it, right? 1320 performance, you guys probably know. Don't look shabby, nice and new. These are these 75As, because I didn't go 65 because this car is gonna see a boost, and also I didn't want to go 85 like the most solid, because I don't want to have that much vibration. So we'll see how it goes. Dan with the boosted auto TSX, he's got these as well, and it seems to be doing them well. Just like the Innovatives, they are gonna vibrate too. Passports and Fastline Performances motor mounts are probably the better options for like vibration wise and like better quality, but these are gonna work for what they are. It's just I'm being a little bit more cost effective right now. Who knows down the line if I get something differently, but at the moment it's gonna do what it's gotta do. I gotta have some engine mounts so I can get the motor in. The more important part is the engine that I wanna finally buy and get in here. But I needed mounts, and I was just gonna put in like OEM shitty mounts. I needed something solid. So we got that going. I gotta find the bolts. I'm sure I have the bag somewhere. Kind of go from there, because I have to tear away at the other cars too. Swap shit around, pick off things off the daily still. I mean, she's coming along pretty good, y'all. I know it's taken some time. At least she's been running a little bit, and we drove her a bit here in Florida, but definitely not enough. I know we all want to see this car up and running, finally get it boosted. I know it's been long overdue, but shit happens, you know. That's life. Having your cars on jack stands for longer periods of times than you hoped for or wanted to or even planned to. So, and that's the story of the last 2-3 years. But we're here now, making progress. Got a lot of the parts on. Started finally buying more parts, and you know, we're making waves. Might need new lines or something here. I don't know if one of these are gonna leak, and that's gonna be a pain in the ass. I feel like one of these are a problem. We're gonna find out. May do a preventative and buy that one and do it before the engine is in. Maybe I get a different, like a custom line made, so we don't have to keep dealing with it. We'll see. So I did also get the Hybrid Racing D10 springs for the transmission. I do have a set of the gear selector springs as well that's been sitting. I don't 100% know if the daily has these. Honestly, I can't recall if I did it or not. Supposedly, I think previous owner, he may have done it. I may have checked and it was there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check. Was gonna put on the motor mounts. I did find the bolts. They're all kind of grimy and old and rusty, so I wanna get the bolts, kind of clean them up, put them and soak them in like some vinegar or something to break up all the rust and just kind of clean them up. Because a lot of it is like some surface shit, but I don't want to put on fully dirty bolts, even though I have in some places, but some of it's more on top and stuff. I'd rather put on some cleaner bolts if I can. Yeah, I'll catch y'all here soon, later, maybe tomorrow.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off.